Did you ever become a scapegoat to finish all the work while your teammate spends time leisurely? Are you working overtime, taking all the unnecessary pressure while your teammates are just passing the time by doing a very minimum amount of required work? Is being honest to work a sin? Is your skill set turning against you by inviting you more work? Are you the only rescue for all kinds of work that your manager gets? Come, let's find a solution together. Hi friends, welcome to my channel Coach PB Vamsi. In this episode, let's discuss on one of the most bothering questions on how to avoid getting overloaded as a reward for working with honesty. How can we turn non-productive peers into productive teammates? Always remember, it is a bad idea to question work ethics of any person. It may backfire on you. You can always ask for help from anyone. It is up to your manager on how to get work done and by whom. So don't ever try to do his job by recommending whom to allocate work. My advice is to ask your manager to prioritize the tasks, and you need to mark the time required to finish those works on your calendar. Now, if someone comes to you for another work, point them to your calendar or to your manager. In fact, it is your manager responsibility to deal with it. If if needed, he buys more time to get the work done, or reprioritizes your work, or extend the timelines, or totally remove some part of the work from the task you are handling. It's all in the hands of your manager. Understand, everything cannot be of priority number one. If you don't have a manager, consider having a whiteboard behind you with all the tasks and priorities listed. So, if someone walks to you with any work, direct him to your whiteboard behind you, and he will find all the tasks and the priorities listed on that. So, he will decide whether his work is comparatively priority or not. If needed, you may both sit together and sort out the new updated priorities together. If you don't like a physical whiteboard hanging behind you, or if your teammates are working remotely, consider some online apps like Trello, Jira, or similar apps which offers you the similar functionality. People can find your works and their priorities by just visiting that app. If you fear saying no to anyone, and if you fear that it may backfire upon you by saying no to their work, then explain the reasons on why you can't take up that certain work in an email and mark all the stakeholders in that email copy. If it is inevitable for you to deal with large chunks of work, and if you think this is not going to end in any near time, then think maybe asking for a promotion or hike as a recognition to your contributions to the organization. Most of the medium to large scale companies have proper work progress trackers for each employees. If the tracking systems are not effective, or if they are unavailable, it is your responsibility to point the non-productiveness of your colleagues in the retrospective meetings. This is not about complaining on their performance. It's about bringing it to discussion in order to increase the productivity of your team. I repeat, it's a bad idea to question work ethics of any person. It may backfire upon you. All you can ask for is what kind of help and support you are expecting from other team members, and how the delivery lines can be speeded up by your interhelp network. But before that, you should learn to stand up for yourself. Take breaks in between work. Leave office after work hours on regular days. If required, log all the extra hours you worked and get compensated with the leaves or the extra salary paid. If you are so available, work will keep coming hunting to you. Stop worrying about your colleagues. Upskill yourself first. Remember, you are employed because there is always an inflow of requirement of the kind of the jobs that you handle. So it is very normal to have unfinished works by end of the day. Remember the scope, time, cost, trade-off triangle. You can manage only two aspects at a time at the expense of losing control on the third aspect. Suppose you can control only scope and time, but you cannot control the cost. You may control time and cost, but you may not control the scope. You may control the scope and cost, but you may not control the time. The three of these cannot be cannot be the three of these cannot be handled perfectly. So you may have to compromise at any of these. What are your thoughts? How do you react in such situations? Let me know about it in the comment section below. If you liked the video and if you want me to do more such videos, please share your support by like, comment on this video. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel for more such interesting videos. Thank you.